Yeah.
That's.
Oh yeah.
That's what Lola, you gotta tell us all these tips and tricks.
I'm gonna wait for a couple people to go in. Yes, when you smile, because also you can. I'm live now. I'll tell you after. Hi, welcome. Let a couple more people come in. Welcome to our quickie class. Have sex toys will travel. All right, it's 6 o'clock. We're ready to go. My name is Dirty Lola. I'm a sex educator based in Brooklyn, and I work here at SHAG. I've been here for a decade, almost as long as the store. And tonight I'm going to talk to you about traveling with your sex toys. And we want to thank our sponsors, X's, who also sponsor our goodie bags. So if you ever make it into a live workshop, you get a cool goodie bag that has wonderful products. So we have 2 lubes right now in our goodie bag, the aloe vera lube, and they're raspberry flavored. They're an amazing company based in, these are made in France and they're based in Canada. They're French Canadian. That's where we're gonna split the difference. And they make a full line of sexual wellness products. We carry their lube and their massage oils here at SHAG. You also get, what else is in this fun bag? Some stickers and a postcard with other classes. I'll talk about more of that at the end. And there's also something special that I won't tell you now. You have to stick around to the end to find out a special treat that you at home can actually get if you watch this class today. Or I guess if you come back. But we want you to watch the class today. So welcome. It's summertime and we're traveling. Everybody's going away more. This is like heavy travel time. People are going to the beach. They're going wherever. I'm going to LA next week. And people love traveling with their sex toys and their kink products. And a lot of folks are confused about what to bring with them for when they're traveling and what's okay to bring. So I'm going to give you some tips for traveling with your products. So number 1, always pack your sex toys in your carry-on. There's a couple caveats to that, but for the main part, I always put my sex toys in my carry-on bag, because that way you don't have to worry about them being searched, because you know your bags that go under get randomly searched by the TSA, and I know sometimes folks worry about people touching their things, so I always carry my toys in my carry-on bag. The only things you have to be careful with that are anything over 6 inches can be deemed a weapon. Things in your bags, not your pants. So you want to, like any of your large toys, like if you have an Enjoy 11, I don't know why you're traveling with that. I hope you're going to have a good time wherever you're going, but that needs to go in your bag that goes underneath the plane. Any large kink equipment like this cane, weapon. You can't put this in your carry-on, so this would need to go under the plane. But everything else you can put inside your carry-on. And I know that freaks people out because you're worried about, are they gonna pull me over? Am I gonna get, searched? Am I gonna get embarrassed by the TSA? It could happen, but for the most part, the reason why folks get pulled over with their sex toys is because they're trying to hide them. The X-ray machine sees everything in your bag. As long as you don't have it compressed so much that it can't see it, it's going to see it anyway. So if you put it in your carry-on bag in a way, they'll see through it. They're not going to stop you. If you have it wrapped up in a bunch of clothes or, stuffed in a bunch of stuff, it's going to look like a mass, and then they're going to pull you over to search. The only time I've ever been pulled over with all my sex toys has been when I overpacked a bag and they couldn't see inside, so they had to pull it out. When you're packing your things, this is one of my travel pouches. This is what I normally carry with me. I do this for short trips. I take this with me for overnights. So it's a decent size. It's like a cosmetic bag. It's actually from a sex toy brand. You can kind of see through it, which is helpful. So TSA, again, they can kind of tell what it is ahead of time. And I have a lot of stuff in here, but it's not really snug packed. So I'm gonna just share everything I have. I have a tiny wand. I have the Dip by Dame. I have an air pulse toy that they don't make anymore, so I'm not even gonna tell you the name because you can't get it, haha. And then I have a myriad of clit balms and nipple balms and arousal gels that come in little small tubes and containers. And I have wipes that come in single-use packets. I have Exins massage oil that comes in little packets. I have lube that comes in little packets. We have condoms of all sizes, large, standard. I thought I had, I also have resin condoms in here too. So all of these fit, and there's still more stuff in here. I have all my chargers, all of that is in here all together. There's nipple clamps in here. It's like Mary Poppins bag, but full of sex toys. So this is, everything's in here. If they ever pulled me over and they were gonna pull it out, they're gonna pull out this whole bag and go through it. It might be a little bit embarrassing, but at least it's not pulling out one individual dildo at a time that you've scattered throughout your suitcase. It's one bag. And then you can say, like, that is my pleasure products. I'm like, that's sex toys. I tell them, I'm like, they're sex toys, they're clean. I'm just letting you know what you're about to pull out. Because depending on where you are, the TSA is just as embarrassed as you are. In Idaho, the code word for you have a dildo is curling iron. And I learned that because I was in Idaho visiting a man, and I went home and I had to have my bag searched. I did not have a curling iron because I don't have hair. And they started yelling curling iron as they were coming across my sex toy. So I learned that's code word for that. If you're worried about them going through your things and touching them, I love little bags like this. So this is like a little organza bag. You can fit a toy in here. You can put the charger with it. It's see-through so they can see what it is. And if they're handling it, they most likely won't take it out of this because they can see through it. This one is long enough to fit a dildo in it. Ooh. So this is great for just having, housing around your products within a bag. There's also so many different size bags. That's my usual bag, but I have zipper bags of all types. I usually make them cheeky, like this is toolkit. It's got a flogger for a zipper. So I always know which bag is my toy bag. And also when they pull it out, I'm like, that's the sex toys. This is a teeny little zippered bag. This one tells everybody what's in it because it says slut bag. So there's no doubt what you have in your bag. And then I've even flown with this one. This is by Liberator as a purse. It looks like a cute little duffel bag purse. But you can fit so many sex toys. A full-size magic wand fits inside this. So if you were ever like, I gotta get on a plane, I'm going to Chicago for a fuck date, I don't wanna pack heavy, here you go. You can put everything in here. I also like it because the handle is a connector for your cuffs. So, little, fun, multi-purpose, what does Alton Brown say? Multitasker. There's also a little pocket in it for your condoms. It's waterproof on the inside. All things you want in case you have like a lube spillage. So this is getting your toys where you're going. When you're choosing your toys, you can take a full-size magic wand if you want to. These days, a lot of the things you have to like hold down to turn on. Some products have travel locks on them. It's like a video game. It'll tell you like in the instruction booklet like how many times you have to press it. So that way the buttons won't get depressed while you're traveling. Some of the buttons are recessed a little bit more so that they're not, easy to press. And then you can buy lots of little things. Like we have, this is a bullet. This is by Crave. It's teeny tiny. It can fit in with a myriad of other things. If this is all you need, you throw it in your little organza bag and call it a day. This is our teeny baby wand. What is this one? The Palm Power. This is super strong. So you can get a super strong tiny toy in a small package. So if you are a magic wand person who likes a lot of power, this can also do a similar job, and it's much more compact. We have C-rings, so if you're traveling, even if you don't have a penis, you can use this on your clitoris and your labia. It doesn't have to be just around a penis. So this can be multi-purpose. You can use it for yourself. You can use it on a penis. You can use it for its intended purpose around a penis. So these are all great. And besides your toys, also here, there's a mini magic wand. So if you are a fan and you're just like, I can't do without my magic wand, they shrunk it for you. It's the rechargeable version. It's great. And besides that, your other products. So we have all our lubes. People come in all the time and they're like, I need a lube that's under 3 ounces because you have to pack your liquids in that little Ziploc, the quart size bag. All these bottles, these small bottles, this one is 2 fluid ounces and this is 2.5. So most small lube bottles are under 3 ounces. If you want something even smaller, there are things like this available. So this is like a super mini. This is 0.34 ounces. You can get a few uses out of that. Similar is the lube packet. So one this small is nice with the lid because if you don't use it in one go, you can reseal it. The lube packets, once it's open, you kind of gotta use it all. And then we also have our wipes. So these are all wonderful little small things you can buy in sex shops for your travel trips just to make it easier. Here at SHAG, we also have mini massage candles. So if you like doing massage, you don't have room for another liquid, this is great because it's solid. So it's solid until you burn it, and then when you burn it like a candle, it turns into a massage oil, and it's very warm, it's not hot, and that way you don't have to worry about having a liquid to travel with. Now you have what you're gonna take with you, you know what you're gonna put it in. The next thing you have to ask yourself is, should I be taking this? Because sex toys are not welcome everywhere. There are many countries where sex toys are prohibited, meaning you can get them confiscated, and in some places you could end up in jail for bringing them into the country. So you have to think about when you're traveling to places like the Maldives, which is beautiful, and people go on their honeymoon. You can't take a vibrator with you. You are not allowed to take sex toys. Those are countries under Sharia law. I can't make sure I'm saying it right. But because of that, you can't have sex toys. India, Thailand, all of those places, if they find sex toys on you, they're going to take them from you at the airport. You're not going to be able to buy them. There might be a, underground market for them. You didn't hear it from me. I'm just saying they might exist. I know you can't take them into Jordan. I also do a trick for that, but I'm not sharing that here just in case. But there's also things like this necklace from Crave that I've been wearing this whole time that looks like a little spike that you could wear and hope nobody realizes it's a vibrator and you can get it into the country sight unseen. So things like this. There's other jewelry that exists that's like sex toy, it vibrates. So those are things you have to think about. Even locally, you might want to think about what you're bringing into states like Texas. Texas has weird rules about how many pleasure products you have. Depends, like coming in, you might not have a problem. Going home, you might. It depends on who you're bumping into when you get to the airport. Alabama, sex toys are not allowed in some places. So again, getting in, you might not have a problem. Going home, you might, depending on who's searching your bag. Certain towns in Georgia, you cannot buy sex toys. It's against the law. And there's like 2 towns in Georgia right now where you can't buy. So even in the U.S., while you won't get them taken away, maybe you need to think about what you're bringing in if you happen to be traveling to those places in the U.S. We're going to have like a dildo pipeline going into Texas, trying to get people pleasure products. So those are important things you need to think about when you're traveling. And most of the part is like, don't freak out. I know a lot of people get in their head about, is this going to be okay? Am I going to get embarrassed? If they pull out your sex toys, it's a human thing. It's fine. And if they try to embarrass you, they're the one waving a dildo around the airport, not you. So, just make the best of it. Have a laugh if it happens to you. Again, if you keep your things together, it'll be less dramatic than them going through your suitcase, your poorly packed suitcase where you just threw stuff in the night before. That's when you're going to get searched. You're not going to get searched when things are like orderly and they can see what's in it. So just think about all of those things when you're traveling. Does anybody have any questions? Does my audience here have any questions? No? Does anybody get closer so I can read the screen? If you have questions, you can ask me now. I'll let you think about your questions. In the meantime, I'm going to tell you about next month's class that I'm also teaching, that I have to look up the name. It's called Mindful Booty, because August is Anal August, so we're going to be talking about butt stuff. And it's whether you're a butt-stuff newbie, a seasoned bottom looking for a new anal adventure, or you have no idea if anal is your thing. It all begins with prepping. Join us as we discuss prepping both mentally and physically, moving to the next level and making sure wherever you are in your exploration that you're enjoying yourself. So that's next month's class. And because you stayed, your treat is you can get a discount today on WeLoveShag.com. The code is TRAVEL23. TRAVEL23, you get 10% off from today through Sunday at midnight. Ooh, every $35 and up. Order over $35 and up, you'll get receive a free Exins massage oil. Ooh, so many treats. So if you shop with us, you get a discount. You might get a free massage oil. If you're here today, you also get a discount. Don't worry, you don't even have to use the code if you're here today. So we do these classes every month. Our SHAG quickies, they're like 20 minutes. You can come see us in the shop. You can come in and talk to us after class. Because right now you're on my phone and I try to answer questions, but if you were here, you could have conversation with us here and we can help you shop. So it's worth coming in to say hi. Thank everybody for joining us, and I will see you next month.